The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather! 'Tis I again! I have some things to show you today. It's an all singing issue of the Bloggy blog. No, let's not do an all singing issue, although I am highly tempted. A nothing but jingle issue of the Bloggy blog. Wouldn't that be grey-mazing? I am going to show you some comics. Let's show you the rest of this Defenders run. I've got the camera a bit closer to me today, so hopefully it won't mess up. And if it does mess up, I'll be able to notice it quicker. So I'm showing you the new Defenders. Someone was particularly looking forward to this. I can't remember who it was who said now. It might have been Ranger Slime, I don't know. Someone was saying, oh, you're coming up to my favourite bit of the run, the new Defenders run. So whoever that was, these new Defenders are for you. Not for you, they're mine, but you know, for you to look at. I hope you enjoy this section of the Bloggy blog. I've got some packages as well today. Ooh, packages! There you go. 131. 132. Gargoyle is looking a bit skinny on this one. Looking a bit of a skinny one. If he's some kind of, whether he's meant to be like that or he's been wasted away somehow. Quite like the Gargoyle. The Gargoyle is just bloody. It's just the extra. It's just blinking Marvel's Etrigan the Demon. You don't fool me, Marvel, with your copying of Etrigan the Demon. But he's cool. This one is one of my favourites. Remember, I loved this comic when I got there. This came out, and that character, Manslaughter, I really enjoyed this issue. Manslaughter basically lays a trap for them, and you think they're all going to get killed, but they managed to use some creative wiles to combat him. It was quite good how it worked out. I quite like that anyway. He was quite a vicious kind of like fellow as well. But he never got used again, really. I think he got used once more. Well, he ended up helping the heroes out, I think, and I think he might have sacrificed himself to save something. I get the feeling. But I don't think I've read those issues yet. It might be later on in this Defenders run, because I only had a few Defenders, very few, but a handful of Defenders comics, and I've literally been trying to get the whole lot run together. And when I've got the whole one together, I'm going to read them all. So that's something to look forward to. I'll show you the whole of the rest of this run. Got an advert as well today. An advert from a new sponsor. I will show you that in a little while. Yeah, it looks like Moondragon's gone bad there. She was kind of like a bit of a baddie anyway. She was a little bit thought that she should be in control. She's kind of like a bit of a megalomaniac. She's always of the opinion that, you know, people should follow her and do what she says. So, like, she wanted to create crimeless society kind of thing, but she uses mind control to make it happen, that kind of thing. So she's a little bit of a. I think she's the daughter. Is she not the daughter of Drax the Destroyer? I get a feeling it's something like that. Something to do with the Titans as well, I seem to recall. Anyway, because when she was with the Defenders, she had a band around her head to negate some of her powers. Otherwise, she'd probably use them to try and make society, you know, conform to her wishes, kind of thing. Some interesting art on some of these covers. This one I'm pretty sure I had this is one of the few that I have had for ages. This one as well, I'm sure that I've had for a long time. In this period, they actually had a transgender or bi. I'm not sure what the word is. The non-binary, because there was basically a character called Cloud. Half the time it was a man, half the time it was a woman. So I'm not sure what that would be described as. Gender fluid, I suppose. But yeah, I thought that was quite a cool character. I can't remember, I'm not sure if I even found out what became of them. I think they ended up, I don't think the theory was that she actually was a cloud, or she actually was a cloud, because they did have a cloud form that they could change into. Alright, and this is it, number 152. Double size last issue. Interesting. That's not Gargoyle gone crazy man into a demon, is it? It's possible. Anyway, 151 Manslaughter was back. So maybe he didn't go good after all, I don't remember now. He said it doesn't look good in this one. I just thought it looked cool. Right, I've got some giant size defenders as well. Number 1. Pretty sweet, square bound, good condition. Number 2. Some groovy old art. New feature-length thriller, From Hell It Came to Seek Out the Son of Satan. Plus 2 more shock sagas starring Doctor Strange and the Savage Submariner. Groovy stuff. Right, I am missing number 3. Giant size defenders number 3. I do not currently own it. But I do have number 4. Puny humans killed Nighthawk. Now he will kill you. Featuring the star-studded return of the man called Yellow Jacket. New, once more, the Squadron Sinister. There was a version of Nighthawk who was a member of the Squadron Sinister, wasn't there? And I think Carl Richmond was a different version of different Earths. Anyway, I've got 2 packages. Let's open the comics first. And this one has come from Israel. Ooh, I wonder who it could be. Who in Israel? Oh, it says on the back. It's Batzlat. Batzlat. Right. Let me open that. This is my Comicana direct order. So this is a fair batch of comics here. This will be a fair batch of comics. I'm actually going to email these guys and say, hey guys, why don't you do like a free postage when you get to someone buys a certain amount of comics? Because that would be nice. You know, you don't get if you don't ask, do you? So I'm thinking if you spend over 100 quid, they should give you like free postage, I reckon. Instead of buying another tenner on top, they should just say, yeah, we'll take that. We'll pay that for you. It's worth trying, though, eh? It's worth trying. Anyway, I did actually have a big order with them, but I was sort of sensible-ish, and I cut the order down, and then I cut it down some more, and I got it to a more kind of reasonable amount, because I know I ain't got much money at the moment, but I am pretty sure that I have finished a couple of runs with some of the comics in this box. Woohoo! You know what? I don't do it that often, but I really like when I go from my comics and putting them away. It's like I don't know, it's kind of like satisfying. And the other day I was putting some comics away, and I looked at some runs that I'd had in there that I'd forgotten. I don't have forgotten about them necessarily, but just I reminded myself of them. I saw my full run of my Dial H for Heroes there, and I saw my full run of Charlton Ted Core Blue Beetles, and I got a little frisson of happiness, like a little, you know, just like, oh wow, I forgot I filled those runs out. That's really cool. So yeah, I'm a saddo. But I wonder if anyone else gets like that. Oh right, this confused me for a second because I had no idea what it was. Right, this one, Roger. This is your doing, young man. You told me that these were good. They better be. Oh, I'll be hunting you down. No, I'm not really. I'll leave that to Lawrence. Lawrence is hunting you down after that trivia contest. Right, now, I had a book, an image book, for ages. In fact, I've got to try and find it. And Roger said it's a really fun series. It's like properly like Silver Agey kind of based, or Bronze Age kind of based. It's like a throwback kind of comic, even though it's from the 90s or something. It's America's Most Exciting Comic Book. It's 1963. It was like a little 5-story run. And so, because I had part 2, and Roger recommended it, and I listened to Roger. I think he has similar tastes to me. Has my camera gone funny again? I think he has some similar tastes to me, and he knows good comics. So he recommended this run to me. So you've got Mystery Incorporated. God darn it, Crystal Man! Our own headquarters is trying to murder us, and it's all your fault. That's looking like a bit like a Fantastic Four kind of deal going on there. And then we've got Tales of the Uncanny. Double the action, double the thrills. It looks like you got some. That looks a bit like a Captain America. That looks like a bit like a Baron Arnim Zola. And is that not like a little bit of a red skull going on there? Tales from Beyond. See the unbelievable End-Man face Comrade Cockroach for a showdown in the Shimmering Zone, and only one shall survive. See Johnny Beyond face a freaky fear-filled fate in Flipsville. His whole body's been turned, like his body's been like rotated like backwards, and one half of his body has been flipped the other side. Definitely some old school homage going on here. I'm assuming this is like a Thor homage. Horus, Lord of Light. Oh Horus, I'm so scared. Don't let those monsters get me. By Heliopolis, how can I protect Great Ra from these night demons when I'm burdened with a mortal stowaway? 12 hours to dawn. That's definitely Thor-esque. Thor-like. Tomorrow's Syndicate. From here to Alternity. Horus, Hypernaut, USA, End-Man, Inframan and Infragirl. Earth's mightiest heroes. I can't remember the part 2 that I've already got. It's can't remember the name of the character now. But I had it for a long time. I haven't even bothered reading it because I didn't have the rest of the run and I didn't know what it was about. So now I've got the whole run, I can read them. And they're only cheap as well, so yeah, that's a nice one to pick up. Right, I picked up a couple of Avengers. I'm still close on my Avengers run, my proposed Avengers run, and I've got a few more to fill out. So I've got 219. Not sure about this camera still. I'm going to try and dig out my old camera, I think, because this one's starting to get on my nerves. Because I can't afford to buy a new one, that's for sure. Right, Avengers 219 by Divine Right, Moondragon Command. See, I was telling you about Moondragon when I was going for the Defenders. Submariner versus Achuma, guest starring Alpha Flight, 272. That looks familiar. I hope I haven't got a double of that. I think I got the Alpha Flight part of it because it just crossed over with the Alpha Flight, and I did read the Alpha Flight a little while back. Right, and these are towards the end of my proposed Avengers run when they're starting to get a bit pants, to be honest. Number 378, when Marvel started losing its way as far as I was concerned, and 380, Godhead. Yeah, I'm just not keen on the style of them even. Right. Got myself a sweet Doorway into Nightmare, or Doorway to Nightmare, number 3. Still got a few more to go to complete this run. But it's my girl, Madame Xanadu. That's an awesome, is that Kaluta? I'm guessing that's Kaluta. Yeah, looks like it. Is it Mike Kaluta? Yeah. Good stuff. It's got a single speck of blood on the back of her hand. Does that come from the fang of the bat? Did it drop it off its fang, or did it bite her? I wouldn't think it'd bitten her because she looks too comfortable with it in her hand. Okay, you got a Green Lantern, Green Arrow here. Please don't tell me I've got a Bowie double by accident. This looks very familiar, but it was on my list as being needed. I'd be so annoyed if it's one that I didn't need. He's missing my rope, Arrow Lantern. You've got to save him. You do it, Arrow. I have to complete the gravity connection. Is the gravity connection more important than life? That just rings a bell too much. It's like, oh, please don't let me have this one already. Please let my list not be screwed up. I'm going to be so annoyed. Right, Green Lantern. I'm looking at all of these. They look familiar. Like I've already got them. I bloody hope not. I'm gonna cry. Back at last in solo star-spanning action. Green Lantern. Mission of no return. Right, get out of my mind. No, I shall control your mind, your powering, and then the world. Whose willpower is the stronger, Green Lantern's or the mental madman Hector Hammond's? Alright, and these two are the last ones I needed for this Hawkman run from the late 80s. So number 16, Hawkman, Hawkwoman and the Gentleman Ghost Lost in Limbo. So this is a run completed. Well, it is when I add this one to the run. This bloody camera! Still not convinced that it's not. There you go. That's the last one of the run. Hawkman 17. So that's that run completed that I've managed to collect mostly for 50p, and I can dig that out and add that to my read pile. Right, and these last three complete my run of Hellblazer. I've got the whole Hellblazer set now. Here's number 2 of Hellblazer. Read these and stick them in the long box. Just about managed to fit the whole of the Hellblazer run into one long box, which is nice. Number 2, number 51. And lastly, in this box and in my Hellblazer run, number 56. And thus completes my Hellblazer run. Yay! And thus completes my comics. Still got a few more to come. I think I've got 2 more batches to come actually. One from mycomicshop.com and one from someone on Facebook that I bought a couple of comics of. Nothing huge. In fact, he gave me a good deal actually. He wanted the X price, and I was just sort of mentioning in passing because he was telling me he's got loads of other books, and I told him my watch list, and I said I might be able to buy them all at once though. You know, I don't be able to buy them all at once. I'm skinny, got no job, and he was like, oh right, okay, and he basically cut down in half the price that he was asking for the comics that he'd been asking for. It was like 30 quid. And he said, oh, you can have, he said, just send me 15 quid. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't sort of saying that to try and get you to feel sorry for me and knock money off, but he just did anyway. So it's like, result. Anyway, I'm going to go to an advert now. Got an advert for Captain Action.
Captain Action, the amazing 91 superhero. Change the face mask and uniform to change the hero. Superman, the Phantom, Sergeant Fury, Batman, the Lone Ranger, Captain America, Steve Canyon, Flash Gordon, Aquaman. You're thrilled to endless adventures with these mighty men of action. Captain Action is the brave new hero you can pose in 1001 action positions. Change his face mask and uniform and he's Batman fighting crime with his Batarang. Change him again and he's Superman flying to the rescue. You can change him into 9 of your favourite superheroes. Get the Captain Action figure, complete with action-ready uniform, lightning sword and ray gun. Then got all his superhero outfits. They each come with face mask, hero uniform and lots of realistic equipment. Look for Captain Action and his superhero outfits wherever toys are sold. There's never been a hero like Captain Action. He's ideal! Captain Action, copyright 1966, Ideal Toy Corporation. Superman, Batman, Aquaman, copyright 1966, National Periodical Publications, Inc. Flash Gordon, Phantom, copyright 1966, King Features Syndicate, Inc. Captain America, Sergeant Fury, copyright 1966, Marvel Comics Group. Lone Ranger, copyright 1966, Rayford Corps, all rights reserved. Steve Canyon, copyright 1966, Field Enterprises, Inc.
Alright, so make sure you rush out and buy your Captain Action toys today. They're from Ideal, and they are ideal. Actually, that was a pretty cool toy. I wouldn't mind having that myself, but I've never even heard of it before. But anyway, I've got a present here from Mathilda Gothika. I hope it's a Captain Action. It doesn't feel like a Captain Action though. I'm going to open it up and have a look. I know she was sending me a card, but when I messaged her today, she said she's actually sending me two packages. So one I think is a card and maybe some doubles. Or not doubles, but comics you no longer knit once. I'm not too sure. Definitely a card though. And this one is it's a complete mystery. So I'm going to open it and have a look. Aha! I was right. I had a guess it was some kind of figure or something. Some kind of figure. I said it might be a Funko Pop. I don't know if this is a Funko Pop or not. Let's have a look. Oops. It's definitely a little Aquaman by the looks of it. A little Aquaman figure. Little wet bloke figure. See this, because of course everyone knows that Aquaman, a lot of people didn't think too much of Aquaman. I thought he was a good character, a lot of people took the mickey out of him. But then that guy came along who stole my look. That, what's his face, it's got a bit bent, his trident's got a bit bent. Can't remember what his name is now, but the guy who played Aquaman in the movie basically stole my look, yeah? He saw what sexiness was, and like he basically stole my look. My sexy hunky man look. And like he got, you know, basically he became Aquaman, you know, by stealing my look. And this is kind of like based on that, you know, the rugged good lookingness of me. Yeah, I think maybe he wears it better. Anyway, his trident's got a bit bent. Oh no, look, he's got a bendy trident now. I'm going to try and worry that back into position. I don't think it's a Funko Pop, and I'm sure actually the Funko Pops. I know they've got big heads. Yeah, it's got a big head like a Funko. Yeah, it says Funko on the bottom. So I've got myself a little Aquaman. Thank you, Mathilda. Right, me and Aquaman are done for the day. Thanks for watching. Yeah, and until I come back tomorrow, I hope you all have a great amazing day. And Aquaman says subscribe. Aquaman says leave a comment down below or I shall poke you up the posterior with all three prongs on my trident. And you wouldn't want that now, would you? So leave a comment down below. And until next time, may all your news be good news.
Thank you, Mathilda, for my lovely gift. It will look very nice on top of my shelf, next to the picture you did for me before. I can't think of anything to rhyme, much like every other time. But thank you, Mathilda, thank you, Mathilda, thank you, Mathilda.